Hello everyone, this is the screencast for the e-learning tool Moovly. It's a great little tool to be used in creating videos, to be used in various settings such as business training or the classroom or for social media or YouTube. Anyway, it's just found at www.moovly.com and create your own Moovly account and away we go. So when you log in, you'll find that it'll bring you to your dashboard page, which will show you your projects that you're currently working on. Let's go ahead and begin with a new project. Let's go ahead and expand the screen a little bit to make use of all the real estate that we have. Okay, so let's begin by, well, first of all, this is what we call the our project screen or our Moovly Studio. And let's go ahead and name our project by clicking this little pencil. Let's just call it our example video. Okay. Now, just to familiarize yourself with our Moovly Studio, we have four key areas. We have the library, we have the stage, we have the properties area, and then we have our timeline. Okay. Let's just talk about each one of these in a little bit more detail. And to begin, let's talk about our library area. Something that's really neat about Moovly is they give you access to millions of graphics and video clips, audio clips, backgrounds, different things. And so, be aware, some of them, like this external library, the Shutterstock, it actually costs money, and they'll warn you about that. So be aware of that. But another external library that's really good is the Storyblocks library, and we'll come back to that in just a little bit. Okay, so let's begin with just we'll open up the Movie Library's infographics, and let's just select this bird. We'll drag and drop it into our stage, and it's way too big, so we need to resize it. We all know how to do this. Okay, let's make this. I don't know, that's a good size there. Okay, we'll center that. And as you can see, with it selected in the properties area, we have the ability to change its appearance by color. Let's choose this purple color, as well as its opacity. So if we want it to be more opaque or transparent, we can go along this bar here. I like, right, that looks good. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and add a text box. We have this toolbar along the top of our stage. We've got a little T there for text. Go ahead and just click anywhere. It pulls up a text box. And maybe we could put in an old time saying. How about a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush? Okay. And you can see that we, over here in the properties table, we now have we have ways to change our text, and this shouldn't be too unfamiliar to us. We've got the font family and our font size. We can also change the color of the font. Okay, we'll just leave it with black. I think that looks good right there. We'll center that. Okay, awesome. Well, now let's move on to our timeline. Now this is really where you're going to spend the majority of your time in creating your video. Okay, here in the timeline area, you can adjust a lot of things. You can adjust. Well, first of all, you'll notice there are two rows here. We've got our text box row. We have our object row, and anything else you add into the stage will create another row. Something to know about this is whatever row is on top will take viewing preference. In other words, think of layers. So right now this is the top layer. So if we were to have both these objects, our text box and our bird, simultaneously being shown at the same time in our video, and our text was in the same position on the stage as the bird, you see that it's actually writing on top of it. Now, if we go ahead and switch the order of these rows, Now the bird's on top of the writing, so just be aware of that. Let's bring that back up. Okay. So when you select a row, then you can adjust it. You can make some adjustments to the length. So right now the bird is, you can see we have a timeline up here from 0 to 5 seconds. So as of right now, our bird will show in our video for 5 seconds. If we can select it and keep the length of the bird, or of the time it is shown for 5 seconds, we can change when it comes into the video. We can also change when the text comes in. Okay, we have this. Okay, so with the bird selected, you'll also notice you can delete it, you can hide it, so to see what the video would look like without it, without actually removing it. And we can add an animation. So let's go ahead and add an animation to our bird. And there's entrances, there's exits, there's also just different things that are really cool. Let's go ahead and have it fly in. I think that's just the right thing to do because it's a bird. And we look over here and we can see animation properties, fly in, left, right, top, bottom. Let's have it come in from the top. You can adjust the length of time that animation takes. So let's have it fly in for 2 seconds. Okay. Now let's have it exit a certain way. How about we go to the hands, since we're talking about a bird in the hand, and let's have it go out that way. Let's go ahead and shorten this just a little bit, and maybe we can adjust that there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a little preview of what how the video is coming along. Got the bird flying in, and we have the hand taking it out. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and add some sound to this. And you can see that you could record your own audio. You can upload your own media if you have a song on your computer. There's also in the Moovly library we have some audio clips. So if you go to Storyblocks and then let's expand that. You get a little pop-up window, and you'll see that there's a search bar up here. You also see that we have we can filter what we're looking for. Let's look for some sounds here, and I like looking at it in a list form. So we could do that. And what if we just type in? Let's get some background sound. Okay, and now let's preview some of these. It's kind of funky. Just a word on sound. Make sure you pick some audio that you feel like complements the content, that it helps your video come to life and it doesn't distract or take away. Like this one. I like this one. Let's use this. Okay, it inserts it. You can see that we now have a new row, and it's the audio. Let's go ahead and have that start at the beginning. And let's see how let's go ahead and preview this. Okay, that's a great start to our video. Thanks for watching. I hope that this screencast helped you in some way to learn how to use this tool, this great tool, Moovly. And good luck with your assignment.